Good morning. It is Sunday morning, which is great. Probably my favorite morning of the week. Because it's Sunday, it's church day. Well, one of the church days. It's church morning day, I guess you could say. I got in the car and I thought, do I have a video today? And then I just had a few little things I've heard this morning, you know, from some TD Jakes messages I've listened to this morning. Get in the car and the radio comes on and she says, let's just give each other grace, you know, the station that I listen to. And then I had this thought hit me, keep the focus. And I was like, okay, I get it. And then it just went. And that's all it takes is a spark. Just a spark of a little idea, just a little bit of fire. Addie, I gotta get out of the driveway. Please let me get out of the driveway. I don't think he wants me to leave. The little doggy. Get pulled out here. Oh, car coming. It takes is a little spark, which, if you know engines, that's what it takes is a spark to get things going. But God gives us, I feel like, a little spark of something in us that we know what to do. We know something that we need to do. It's really bright, I know. My windshield in this car is weird. But he gives us a little spark. Something almost like you're in a dark tunnel and there's a little tiny speck of light in the distance, something to follow. And if we focus on that little something to follow, we're eventually going to get there. But on the journey and on the trip, you have an enemy, and it is Satan. It is not your neighbor. It is not your family member, your co-worker, whomever. It is not nobody else. It is Satan. And a lot of times he could use people for his purpose to hinder you. And there's a lot of times that God uses those people and you think that it's spiritual warfare, and it's really God provoking you, in a sense, for lack of a better word, to get you to move like you should. We're not meant to get comfortable. We're not meant to be placid, to sit and not ever do anything different or do anything better. We have a purpose, and you have a spark in you of a longing, something drawing you to better. God has better for you. God has way, way, way better for us than we can even imagine ourselves. He wants to give us a good life and a prosperous life. Okay, when he gives you that spark of something, you have to focus on it. Because your enemy, Satan, throw stuff at you. And just as a little example, just for fun, let's continue to use this light in a tunnel thing. But you see the little glimmer of light. It is hot already. You see this little glimmer of light, and you're walking in this tunnel. And you start getting stuff thrown at you. Like, let's say a pop can. in the hopes that you'll trip over it, you know, or some bees, you know, to sting you and make you hurt, or to make you sick, you know. And it sounds funny, but that's how it is. Satan wants to stop us and keep us from our God-given purpose and what God's called us to do. And what God's called you to do doesn't just affect you, it affects every single person around you. Your family, your friends, even strangers that you might bump into at the gas station or the grocery store. God shines that out, your purpose out, to help other people too, just like other people help you. It's important. And when you don't focus on it, and you sit and you let the devil just beat at you and beat at you and beat at you and beat you down, and you be weak, and you sit there and you're like, well, I just can't do it, or I'm tired of it today, I'm just gonna quit. You're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting everybody around you. And when we choose to let the devil lead us by the hand into a pity party, anger, whatever it is, and it's against God's will, we're hurting everybody around us as well, and we're hindering those people who we could help. Our world could be a way better place if we would all focus on what God's called us to do and help each other and be good to each other, instead of being little pawns in the devil's schemes and his games. And the worst part, and this is just something that I think about too, there are children who are looking to us for guidance. And what are we showing them? Because when we hinder other people, we're hindering children too, that we could be teaching love and grace and being good to other people, being strong, being courageous. What are we teaching everybody around us? What are they seeing? Are they seeing us being focused on the goal, on the point? Or are they seeing us laying on the side somewhere of the road, pouting and crying, poor pitiful me, because so-and-so spreaded a lie about me, or so-and-so's looked at me funny, or I really wanted this to go this way and it's not went this way, and never mind that God's held me through, He's sustained me, never mind that I have strength, an able body, I have food, I have clothes, I have transportation, never mind that stuff. Let's focus on what the devil's trying to get us to focus on. And if you're like me, one of the things that he battles me with and that I have a hard time with, and it's just something that's in me, that's always been in me, I have a problem with people being mean to other people, people hurting other people. That's something I have a hard time with. Especially children. When children are being hurt or abused or not put first, like I have a trouble with that. Like I really have to pray about that, and I'm like, God, I know you're gonna take care of it. I know it's not for me to take care of. I know it's not for me to take into my own hands, because I wouldn't handle it the way that you're gonna handle it. You know, he knows the little things to try to get us distracted, to try to get us off point, to try to get us off mission. Evil will not prevail. Understand that. Understand that I know you love people. I know you want to fight for people. I know you want to jump up and defend God or defend your family, whomever. But obey God first, because he will take care of it. Evil will not prevail. Evil has never came up against God and had victory. God always has the victory. Always. You cannot go against God and his plan, his purpose, fate, and win. Defeat is all that will happen. Evil will be defeated. God's will be done. God will have his will and his way, his glory, and his victory. It doesn't matter what the devil's telling you. Doesn't matter the lies. Doesn't matter what reality looks like. God has the victory. Have that faith. Know that in your heart. And do your best. Focus on, God, what can I do? Where do I need to improve? That's how the devil gets us distracted. He wants us to focus on everybody else, everything the devil's doing. The devil's like a clown at the circus, jumping around every which way, trying to grab your attention. And it's crazy. And we watch like we get so distracted. And I'm one of those. I get really distracted really easy. I have a creative mind, and it is in 1,000 places at once. Just like when I'm working, I bounce. I do this for a little while. I do that for a little while. I get over here and I see this needs done. I work on that for a little while. You know, it's easy to be distracted. But focus on the goal and the plan. Keep your focus. And I know it's hard. It takes a lot of prayer. It is very hard. But prayer changes everything. I'm living proof of that. It changes everything. But I love you guys. That's my thought for today. Keep the focus. Hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend. Thank you to all the servicemen and women. There's no way I could ever thank them enough for their sacrifice. Those who have served or are serving, police officers, everybody that serves our community, but serves mankind. But I'll be praying for you. Please be praying for me. And just be safe and enjoy your time with family. And hopefully, I'll see you all soon. See you later.